Okay, so we got Woman's World November 29, 2021. And yes, we're getting a late start on this week, but that's why Donna grabbed this magazine to stop getting a late start and start jumping in. Okay, Sunday, November 28th, which was today, it's National French Toast Day. So it's not too late to enjoy that piece of French toast. Go ahead and do so. Then on the 29th is nothing. The 30th is, I love this day, National Mason Jar Day. And they give a cocktail thing, but I always think of the restaurant Po Folks, because when you go eat at a Po Folks, that is an experience in itself. It's one of my favorite restaurants. It's a childhood memory, and it's a blessing because it was home cooked southern fried cooking. And if you want good cooking, you go to a Po Folks. And they always serve their not cocktails, excuse me, they serve their soda pops, their iced tea in a mason jar. And it always will remind me of Po Folks when I see a mason jar, and I will always smile and my heart will smile. So thank you, Po Folks. Okay. We move to December 1st, which is Wednesday. It's National Christmas Lights Day. So light those Christmas lights, people. On the 2nd, which is Thursday, it's National Mutt Day. So show your mutt some love. On December 3rd, it's Make a Gift Day. So you make a gift that you're going to give to someone this holiday season. Riddle of the week. Place your bets. I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I? I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I? Start your week with a laugh. Sorry, I have 2 drumsticks. It's 2 turkeys talking to each other, shaking, it looks like, in the dark. Question. If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Well, pilgrims, of course. We have a woman at the pharmacy talking to the pharmacist. It says, these will make you feel like a kid again, especially when you can't remove the childproof cap. And now, let's get back to the riddle. I have branches but no fruit, trunks or leaves. What am I? And the answer is a bank. Okay. Moving forward. A stranger drove us 1,000 miles in the snow. We are truly blessed, says Lynn with her family together again. When treacherous roads threatened Lynn's Massachusetts reunion with her husband after a year deployed in Iraq, a good Samaritan took the wheel. It says, we are truly blessed, says Lynn with her family together again. Lynn and her hero driver, Gary. It took 2 days to get to the border. It says, her hands were trembling and fighting tears. Lynn Marshallett pulled her Dodge Ram into a 111 BC Canada station, and Lynn and her kids, Peyton 14, Rebecca 11, were on their way to Fort Wainwright in Fairbanks, Alaska, to reunite with her husband Tim, an Army Staff Sergeant recently back from Iraq. During Tim's deployment, the family had lived with Lynn's sister in Georgia. She had wanted to fly to the base, but the airline wouldn't allow their 2 dogs and cat in the cargo holder for the first time this year. The first 3,000 miles went well, but as they reached the Canadian Rockies, a sudden early November snowstorm made their driving treacherous. Skidding ironically, Lynn panicked and pulled off the side of the road. As Lynn tried to compose herself, EMT Tina Swell, who had just gassed up, spotted her. Are you okay? She asked. Realizing that Lynn was in no state to drive, Tina had the family checked into a local inn, then went on Facebook. If anyone can help with driving, please get in touch, she posted. And the military has a code where you leave no one behind, and that includes family. A snowstorm hero. Canadian Ranger Gary Bath saw the post and felt compelled to help his fellow soldier's family. Lynn gratefully agreed to let him drive, and though I was wondering what the weather was rough, Gary refused to abort his mission. He even played I Spy with the kids. Finally, after 2 harrowing days and 1,000 miles, they made it to the border, where Lynn fell into Tim's arms. Thank you, Tim shook Gary's hands. We'll see you again, Lynn promised. In Alaska, Lynn had an immediate opportunity to pay kindness shown forward to them. The base was restricted due to COVID, so none of the soldiers could travel home for Thanksgiving, so Lynn cooked a feast for nearly 2 dozen people. This year we're truly blessed, she said as she began saying grace. Several months later, when Tim was transferred to Texas, the family stopped by to see Gary to thank him again. "No need to thank me. You were stranded and needed help. I could help and I had to go," says Gary. In the military, they have a code, leave no one behind, and that included family. Bill Holton is the author. 3 science-backed benefits of being kind. 1. It jump-starts joy. Acts of kindness flood the brain with endorphins that ease pain and boost your mood, says Yale University study. An added bonus, just 2 kinds of act of being kind, all you need to feel the benefits. Number 2, and nixes insomnia. Kind deeds trigger sleeping-inducing hormones and halve your insomnia risk. How? Psychologist Ina Kazan, PhD, explains compassion is tired with relaxation, part of our nervous system. It slows aging. Studies show that wishing others will produce a flood of oxytocin, which slows aging as a genetic level. To do, just envision a loved one and repeat, "May you be safe, healthy, and happy." Okay, we're going to cover the Kathie Lee Gifford story, which is on the cover. It's the wise words. It's never too late to love you. As a former Today co-host, author, and songwriter, Kathie Lee Gifford gears up for Thanksgiving. She's most grateful for the love that has filled her life since she became a Tennessee transplant 2 years ago. That move just came after her husband's passing and leaving the life she knew behind. Here's how faith, self-care, and family kept her grounded and open to new blessings. The author, Deborah Evans Price. Celebrating with family at home this year for Kathie Lee, Gifford is anticipating a new kind of Thanksgiving, one that blends old traditions with some of the new ones she's picked up since her move to Nashville. "I've always cooked on Thanksgiving, but in the past I had help," she shares with Woman's World. "Last year I did everything and it was fun. It's a new thing I love. That was welcoming a stranger into my home for dinner. It's important because who knows what's going on in their life." For Kathie Lee, the answer to that question is a lot. After leaving her 11-year post as co-host for the Today Show and moving to a new state, she admits that life is different in the best way. "There's this culture of kindness here," she explains. "That sense of community has led Kathie Lee to her new joy in her creative project, which includes a film due out in Easter next year and a book this fall called The Jesus I Know." "My message for this new book is that our common ground is our sacred ground," Kathie Lee says. "It has revealed how there are so many people who are kind, accepting, and loving in just the way Jesus taught us, and it makes me happy." The 68-year-old is also discovering joy in meeting new people. "I met someone about a year ago that has become very special to me," says Kathie Lee, whose husband Frank passed in 2015. "It's fun to share my life with someone again. I've made fantastic friends down here while I'm just blessed. We can all count what's wrong in our life if we choose, but if we bemoan the things that we've lost, we'll miss out on so many blessings." Here, Kathie Lee's secrets for finding joy in each moment and turning change into love. And it says, don't miss Kathie Lee's latest book, Kathie Lee Gifford, The Jesus I Know. And it says, the beloved interviewer back to her roots shares her conversation with friends about her relationships with Jesus, featured interviews with Christian Chenoweth, Jason Kennedy, Janice Dean, Jimmy Wayne. Kathie Lee says she's so excited to share her experiences. Jesus is different to many people, she says, and they may not worship him the way that I do or look the way I do, but ultimately he reveals himself. It says, do you remember when Kathie Lee met her late husband Frank Gifford on the set of Good Morning America in the mid-'80s? Number 1, try this mental diet. We are what we eat, physically and mentally, Kathie Lee asserts. If we eat junk, our body is going to be full of it, and we're going to spend our life trying to get rid of it. And the same is true for what we ingest mentally. If we infused into our bodies junk, that what we watch, read, or talk about, our spirits are going to be toxic too. That's why I think in the Bible, Paul writes about whatever is pure and noble and praiseworthy. Think of these things. When we focus on the positive around us, it brings us peace. Get moving. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's number 4. Relish simplicity is number 2. Frank and I had a huge life, Kathie Lee reminisces. I had people helping me with my career and helping him with his. Now my life's gotten smaller, but in the most bountiful ways. It also is bigger. For instance, I have a courtyard garden now, and I love it. Just watching it grow, it brings me joy. And the small things like going to the grocery store helps me be so happy. I love to cook. I'm not very good at it, but I have fun. And it's all about the simple things. There's a picture of Kathie Lee's parents, Aaron and Joan, sparked her giving heart. I'll say it right in a minute. I'm sorry. Keep an open heart. When I was young and my daddy used to bring people home with him all the time, Kathie Lee shares, he'd be up early and always see someone stranded at a bus stop or on the side of the road. He'd always stop and help sometimes. He'd even bring them to our house and my mom would make a meal. I carry that with me today. If there's someone who needs you or needs you to touch from the Lord, God will make it evident and cast out all the fear because you are there for a reason. Following that guidance is an adventure and it's a way to live. Number 4, get moving. Kathie Lee here with her today co-host Hoda Khabib says that exercise has changed her life. Get moving. 3 times a week I do an exercise called Mandu. Kathie Lee says, using her electrical muscle stimulation to create the resistance during a workout. Kathie Lee says that her routine has changed her life. It's unbelievable. It works about 95% of your musculature system in 15 minutes. I cannot tell you what a stress reliever that is for me, and it just settles my soul. Take care of you. When it becomes of how we take care of our bodies, we can all start doing things right now to take better care of ourselves, Kathie Lee says. When I moved in, it transformed my life, eating through fresh food and doing more strength training. I have my bone density up now by 7.3% from my last bone density test. There are certain things that as women we can have to be very proactive about, but the good news is that it's never too late to start. And the final step, wait in hope. If we have a pulse, we have a purpose, Kathie Lee says, and when I wake up in the morning, I start my day saying, "Good morning, Lord, I love you. Thank you for watching over me through the night." Then say, "I bring my requests before you. I lay them before you, and I wait with expectancy." Expectancy, if we have an attitude of expectation that God is going to show up, and we will see how he comes through. All he wants is our love and our trust. Oh, I tell you, that Benadryl is making my mouth dry. Okay, returning the page. Okay, so, as you know, we start a new month of December, and it says more love and joy every day with our Woman's World Kindness Advent Calendar. Helping others feel special and loved make the holidays merrier, brighter for everyone. Acts of kindness are more often meaningful during the holidays when we can be too rushed to truly see those around us and when we feel the loneliness are at their peaks, says Brad Arneson, author of Humankind, Changing the World One Small Act at a Time. The festive season also makes gestures more rewarding and easier for you, he says, as it gives a little nudge to get started. Ready to spread some kindness? Try about 25 small acts that'll lift up friends, family, pets, and allow you to treat yourself, too. Did you know that your good deeds create a domino effect that spreads joy in countless others? Research shows that a good, kind act can improve the mood and pay it forward mindset of everyone who witnessed it. On the first day of December, which is Wednesday, you should text a friend. At the start of his talks, Arneson asked the audience to text someone a message of appreciation like "thinking of you" or "thank you for being a great friend." Send one and keep the gratitude text going all month. On Thursday, the 2nd, fill jars with love. Arneson's family makes love jars, quote unquote, as special gifts. Just collect compliments from loved ones about a particular family member, jot them onto the paper strip, and fill a jar with love notes. On the 3rd day of December, it's a Friday, deliver a cookie message. Roll out your favorite sugar cookie dough and press with letter-shaped cookie cutters that spell out a loved one's name or a phrase like "miss you," then bake. On the 4th date, which is a Saturday, make a date. Instead of giving a physical gift, share a cherished experience with someone, says Arneson. Take a neighbor for a drive to look at the lights or ask them to trim the tree with you. On the 5th, which is a Sunday, be kind to you. Cozy up with a holiday whodunit. Some exciting new reads with a festive Christmas spin. God Rest Ye Royal Gentlemen by Rise Browen, Twisted Tea Christmas by Laura Childs, and Best in Snow by David Rosenfeld. So fun. On the 6th, which is a Monday, become a soldier's angel. Make a soldier's holiday by packing up and mailing a stocking or filled with requests, snacks, puzzles, and a heartfelt card. Visit soldiersangels.org/holiday-stockings-for-heroes for information. On Tuesday, the 7th of December, mail your tidings. There's something so meaningful about a card carefully chosen for its recipient, says Arneson, especially when you write a personal greeting. On the 8th day of December, which is a Wednesday, help animals stay cozy. Used blankets, worn towels, and even old sweaters are always in demand at animal shelters. To expand your generosity, ask friends if they have any to donate and include them in your helpful hand. On Thursday, the 9th, get crafty for a cause. My wife and her friends are always thinking of new ways to do good with their crafty creations, shares Arneson. A loving idea. Gather friends to decorate ornaments for long-term hospital patients. On the 10th day of Christmas, it's a Friday, lend an ear. Giving someone your full attention is often the most valuable gift that we can offer, and it's easily overlooked during the holiday hubbub, says Arneson. Remind yourself to truly listen and wait a few seconds before responding. On the 11th day, which is a Saturday, compliment your cashier. Working retail on a holiday weekend is not a picnic, but just telling someone they're doing a great job can reset their stress levels, Arneson notes, and it can inspire others in line to be more patient. On the 12th, be kind to you. It's a Sunday. Unwind with a minty bath. Stir 4 drops of peppermint essentials oil into 1 cup of Epsom salt and pour into warm bath water. That oil is going to soothe those pain nerves. And right now, just a side note, I have pain in my neck. Now, for those who know me, I've had surgery on my right operated shoulder, so I can tell the weather better than the weather can tell itself. On the 13th, which is a Monday, bake a nut-free treat. Friends or families always have nut allergies, don't always like asking for recipes to adapt to them, notes Arneson, so that's why it means so much when you bake them a treat that's nut-free. On the 14th, grant a wish. Arneson suggests brightening the day of a child in foster care by giving a gift via onesimplewish.org. There you can learn about a specific child, including interests, family life, and why that new bike or toy is their dream gift. The 15th, which is Wednesday, fuel others. This year, mealtrain.com reports that communities are using that site to coordinate meals for firehouses and emergency hospital departments. See mealtrain.com/essential for details. On the 16th, share a recipe. Make it the year you teach others to bake your signature snickerdoodles. Use the online recipe maker at canva.com to create custom cards or jot down the recipe onto index cards and then add them to gifts. On the 17th, calm drivers. Instead of letting someone through with a wrist flick, flash a smile, says Arneson. Research shows that smiling motivates drivers to reciprocate with their own kindness. It can lead to a chain of reaction of safer driving. On the 18th, stir up joy. When you're baking, consider signing up at cakeforkids.org. The nonprofit provides homemade birthday cakes for children who wouldn't otherwise have one, including kids living in shelters and low-income housing. On the 19th, be kind to you. Take a few moments to savor the Vermont-style maple latte. Add 1/2 tablespoons of maple syrup and add a pinch of pumpkin pie spice to the bottom of a mug. Top with strong coffee and stir. And top that with a frothy milk and enjoy. On the 20th, send smiles. Every month, loveforourElders.org posts short bios of individuals across the country who would love to receive letters, shares Arneson. What really matters is that you write from the heart. Again, that's loveforourElders, ELDERS.org. On the 21st, kindly clear your clutter. Post something you no longer need in the free section on the nextdoor.com, nextdoor.com, or Craigslist.com. Your rarely used waffle iron could make another family's Christmas morning and build your community. On the 22nd of December, it's a Wednesday. Host a candy swap. This year, consider exchanging holiday candies and confections instead of cookies. Think peppermint bark, chocolate oranges, champagne truffles, limited edition flavored candies, and fudge. On the 23rd, pick your favorite holiday children's book like How the Grinch Stole Christmas or The Polar Express and record yourself reading it. Text or email the recording to the little one in your family for a special bedtime story. On the 24th, sneak those sweets. Buy a bulk pack of candy canes and have fun, leaving them in the unexpected places like on a bicycle handle or in the tip jar, or in the hooks of a fitting room. On the 25th, set kind intentions. Think about those you've supported through hard times and this year, and make note in your calendar to check in on them regularly so you can keep their love going in 2022, says Arneson. Okay. We're going to share one recipe, and then we're going to call this one a night for tonight. I will do one Christmas book with you that's for the kids. So, yeah, we're starting the Christmas book for the kids, but I just want to do one of each tonight to get us started. I only have 3 magazines so far this week to share, knock on wood. Don't know if that's going to be the end-up case, but it's the way it's going. Okay, crispy delicious. These are so easy from scratch. Our golden potato pancakes are guaranteed to delight whether you're hosting a Hanukkah gathering or just looking for a tasty new side. And this is an easy treat. Potato latkes. You pan fry fast. You need 2 pounds of russet potatoes, 1 onion, 2 eggs beaten, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 teaspoon garlic salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1/2 cup oil. Sour cream and applesauce are optional. And I need some water. It's a 3-step process, easy as 1, 2, 3. Now the first step, you're going to line jelly roll pan with paper towels. Set your wire rack on top, peel your potatoes, grate on large holes of box grater over clean dish towel. Grate your onion on small holes of the box grater over potatoes. Your second step, wrap your grated potato and onion mixture in a towel, squeeze and wringing out as much of the liquid as possible. Transfer to a medium bowl, stir in the beaten eggs, flour, salt, garlic, salt, and pepper. Your third and final step, heat your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large nonstick skillet, heat 1/4 cup oil over medium-high heat. Working in batches, shape 1/4 cupfuls of potato mixture into patties, pressing to release liquid. Add to skillet. Cook, flipping once until golden, 4 to 5 minutes per side. Transfer to rack. Place rack in oven to keep latkes warm. Repeat with remaining potato mixture, adding remaining oil as needed. If desired, serve with sour cream and applesauce. Your easy variation for sweet potato latkes: swap 12-ounce potatoes with 1 large sweet potato peeled. Grate. Continue with recipe. For zucchini latkes, swap 12-ounce potatoes with 1 large zucchini unpeeled and 2 tablespoons of extra flour. Grate. Continue with recipe. Serves 12 people. Your active time is 1 hour, and your total time is 1 hour. If I don't lose my voice, we'll finish up Woman's World tomorrow. But that is a great big start, so I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you for tuning in for Woman's World, and more of that tomorrow night. This is part 1.